गुड मॉर्निंग एवरीबॉडी, हाउ आर यू? कैसे आप लोग? एक बार फिर से आपका स्वागत है मेरे यूट्यूब चैनल में। डियर स्टूडेंट्स, माई सेल्फ शिवप्रसाद सर। डियर स्टूडेंट्स, today's date is 13th October 2020, and today in our 11th business studies lecture, let me write first over here that 13th October 2020 and our 11th business studies lecture. Dear students, I have already started one new chapter, that is small business and enterprises. You must have watched my earlier video. So your chapter number 8, that is small business and enterprises. Dear students, under this chapter, in the last video lecture, I had discussed with you the concept of small business and enterprises. Today, we are going to learn in this chapter our first question, that is a need for enterprises, or we can say that need for entrepreneurship. Dear students, need for entrepreneurship, it is our today's topic. Need for entrepreneurship. What is enterprise and what is entrepreneurship? It was discussed in the last video lecture. So if you have not watched the earlier video lecture, it's my suggestion to all of you that first you watch my earlier video lecture, the last video lecture, in which I started this chapter of your business studies, that is chapter number 7, small business and enterprises. In that video lecture, I have discussed the concept of enterprise and entrepreneurship. After watching that video, you will be able to understand today's discussion. Today we are going to discuss that what is the need for entrepreneurship, or we can say that what are the benefits of entrepreneurship, what the country, what the society get from entrepreneurship. So very first point which we are going to discuss is lifeline of a nation. Number one, we are going to discuss is lifeline of a nation. Dear students, what we are discussing today? Today we are discussing need for entrepreneurship, and the first point, that is lifeline of a nation. In the last video lecture, I had discussed with you that the economic development, the economic growth, or the standard of living of the people that depends upon the entrepreneurship only. The same thing I would like to say over here also, that entrepreneurship is just like a lifeline of any nation. Today, if I ask you a very simple question, that name the countries which are developed in the world. Name the countries which are known as developed nations of the world. So you will name certain countries. Say for example, USA, United States of America is one of the most developed nations in the world. We can say that it is at the number one position from years. Then you can give the example of UK, Japan, Germany, like this. These are the in the list of developed nations. My dear students, just think about them, that how they become developed nations. If any nation, if any country is backward, that is underdeveloped, so why that nation, why that country is underdeveloped? Or India is developing nation, so why India is developing nation so far? Why we could not yet become developed nations? The somewhat answer you will get that because of entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurs or the entrepreneurship, they are like lifeline of the nations. The country, attend here please everybody, the country which could not develop entrepreneurship at large, they remain either underdeveloped nations or just developing nations for years, for generations. And the country which could develop large number of entrepreneurs, which could develop entrepreneurship within the country, then that country becomes developing, and then at last it become developed nations. Because everything the government cannot do alone, the private sector also should come up for providing the goods and services to the country. Today, whatever the goods and services you are enjoying in your life, all those services are largely from the private sector itself. Very few services or the goods, not goods but services, even goods also you can give example like that petroleum gas and the petrol, diesel, all these are provided by the public sector. No doubt in that. But my dear friends, if we talk about that, who plays a vital role in the economic development or the social development of the nations, so we can get the answer that private sector, that is entrepreneurship. So a nation which could develop large number of entrepreneurship, they became developing, and at the last they become developed nations. So that's why it is said that entrepreneurship is a lifeline of any nation. Next point which we are going to discuss is provide innovations. Provide innovation. Provide innovation. Provide innovation. Dear student, provide innovation. Just think about yourself. Is this correct that entrepreneurship provide innovations? Yes, it is correct. Obviously, it is correct. Just think about our past generations. Think about your grandfather. Think about your great grandfather. You will get the example of so many goods and services which were not available at that time of your grandfather or your great grandfather. But those goods and services with improved service, with improved quality are available to them. Your great grandfather, they did not use mobile phones. Do you agree with me? Your great grandfathers, they did not use mobile phones. Many of them, they did not see the television. Many of them, they did not travel in the train. Many of them, they did not see or could have the services of refrigerator or AC or fan or toothpaste or the many range of the goods which you are using in your daily life. They had not heard about such type of the products because at that time nobody had imagined that this kind of product can be launched, this kind of product can be made, but it could be possible with the help of entrepreneurship, innovations. We know that earlier there was a radio. After that tape recorder came. After tape recorders, CD player came, VCD player came. So these are the innovations which could possible because of entrepreneurship only. My dear students, you must have heard about the Stone Age, that during the Stone Age, these human beings were living in jungles, but day by day improved, and today we are living a civilized society with number of better products, number of better services. Because of these goods, because of these services, our life has become more comfortable than earlier person's life, means our grandfathers as well as our grandfathers and their fathers' life. Do you agree with me? It is possible due to the innovations. Your great grandfathers, they did not hear about the online teaching, and today you are learning by sitting at home. Online teaching, it is the example of our entrepreneurship innovations. So dear students, we can say that entrepreneurship provide innovations to the society. Third point which we are going to discuss is growth of economy. Third one, growth of economy. Dear students, just imagine and think that is this factor which I have written on the board. What we are learning? We are learning need for entrepreneurship. So can you tell me that because of entrepreneurs, because of these businessmen, because of these private sectors, growth of the economy is possible? No, not possible, because everything not can be done by the public sector, or the government alone cannot do everything. So we need entrepreneurship. Because of entrepreneurship, there will be growth of the economy. Economy will flourish, and no doubt if the economy will flourish, at large scale employment opportunities will be created. When the larger scale of employment opportunities will be created, the poverty level will reduce, the per capita income, that is per person income, will increase, and effectively the standard of living of the people will be uplifted. So overall we can say that economic growth or the economic development is because of entrepreneurship. So next point which we are going to discuss is increased profit. Dear students, because of entrepreneurship, we have increased profits, because every entrepreneur, or we can say that every businessman tries to minimize the cost. What I am saying, listen to me very carefully. Dear students, I told you that every entrepreneur or every businessman tries to minimize the cost. Minimization of cost and maximization of profit. कहने का मतलब क्या है कि हर एक एंटरप्रेन्योर, हर एक बिजनेसमैन की कोशिश यही रहती है कि कॉस्ट कम हो. कौन सा कॉस्ट? द कॉस्ट ऑफ प्रोडक्शन. कॉस्ट कम हो और प्रॉफिट ज़्यादा हो. तो by adopting different innovative ideas, different innovative technologies, by adopting different ultra modern techniques, as well as materials, machines, the entrepreneurs try to minimize the cost and to increase the profit. This large amount of profit is distributed among shareholders. No doubt it is called as return on their investment. It is beneficial for the company, beneficial for the shareholders, and beneficial for the each and everybody who is directly or indirectly associated with the company. No doubt if the profit will increase, the employees will get high salaried and their lives will improved. Yes or no, their family will enjoy a good living standard. Even those persons who are indirectly associated with the company, they will also enjoy good living because of the income increased, that is increased profit. The next point which we are going to learn, that is employment opportunities. I am writing over here, fifth point, employment opportunities. Employment opportunities. My dear students, as I was already saying that because of entrepreneurship, employment opportunities are generated in the nations. While discussing this first point, that is a lifeline of a nation, I had given you the example of employment opportunities. What happens when the large number of entrepreneurs come up with their ideas, with their capital, with their project, with their companies in the market, employment opportunity is created. By the way, a very small, very simple question I am asking you. Think about this question, what I am going to say, that today India is facing unemployment problem. Yes or no? Why we are facing this unemployment problem? You will get the number of causes behind this, but it is one of the reasons that there is less number of entrepreneurs in our nations. Every educated person, what I am saying, attend here please, every educated person becomes job seekers. Instead of becoming job seekers, the people should try to become job givers. When this thinking will change, what I am saying, when this thinking will change at a larger scale, that day will come that our unemployment problem will reduce day by day. What happens? You ask any student, any your classmate, that what you want to become in your life. So normally nobody will say that I want to start my own business, I want to do this business, I want to do that business. Mostly people say that about high paid salary jobs, means that high paid jobs means the first thing the person thinks in a mind, that is a job seeker, means after completing education he becomes job seekers only. So entrepreneurs, when you will think that, attend here please what I am saying, that these number of students which are listening to me, those students who are watching this video, if today you decide that yes, I will become entrepreneur, I will start up my own business. So because of one person, just imagine that how many more persons will get job. So try to become job givers instead of job seekers. Same thing is over here, that because of entrepreneurship in the nation, employment opportunities is created. And the last point, that is social benefit. Sixth point which we are going to discuss is social benefit. Social benefit. Dear students, can you name or can you imagine that there are social benefits of entrepreneurship? Definitely there are social benefits of the entrepreneurship. What sort of social benefits? First is over here, we just discussed that employment opportunities, means people get employment, people get job. Because of their earnings, their per capita income increases, their standard of living improves. What else? In general, you can say that because of enterprise, because of entrepreneurship, our wants, our needs of daily use are satisfied. You just turn around yourself, wherever you are, just look around. You will find that whatever goods you are using in your daily life, or whatever goods are placed in your room, like your fan, your geyser, your AC, your refrigerator, your TV, your toothpaste, your brush, even your clothes which you have put on. Because of whom? Because of entrepreneurship, because of enterprises, because of companies, my dear students. So these are the social benefits which we are enjoying, that this mobile phone or this laptop or this your computer system through which you are watching me, it is also because of entrepreneurship. So these are the social benefits which are enjoyed by the entrepreneurship. Even at a large, at a mass scale, in a nutshell, we can say that during the COVID-19, these entrepreneurs, these private businessmen, private companies, they have given donations to the government, social benefits. During natural calamities, they come forward and help the societies. They not only satisfy the needs and requirements of the society by providing goods and services, but during calamities, during natural calamities, they also come forward to help us. So my dear students, this was all about today's lecture. Today we discussed that need for entrepreneurship. This chapter, that is chapter number 8. What is that? Small business and enterprises. It was started by me in the last lecture. And in the last lecture, I had discussed with you enterprise and the concept of entrepreneurship. And today, I discussed with you the need for entrepreneurship. Total 6 points I have covered. The first point we discussed, that is lifeline of a nation. The second point which we discussed, that is provide innovations. Third one which we discussed today, that is a growth of economy. Fourth one we discussed, that is increased profit. Number 5 we discussed employment opportunities. And number 6, just now I finished, that is social benefits. So here we finished this question, my dear students. I hope all the points you have understood, you have listened, and you have no doubts now. If any doubt, you may write in comment box, or you may WhatsApp me also. WhatsApp number already I have given to you, that is 9987326110. If you want to talk to me, you can call me upon 9198985928. Chalte chalte, don't forget to like, comment and share my video lectures. Dear students, once again, I would like to thank you very much for your kind cooperation. That's all for the day. Enjoy yourself.